Who's my boy? Who's my boy? Who's my boy?
And that right there was my pet. The Secret Life of Pets. Welcome back. Yes, I know I haven't been active lately, and there's a very good reason for that. I've been sick like a dog. No pun intended. If you want to know what I've been up to those past couple days, or even weeks almost, well, just take a look.
Oh, my stomach! Oh, my nose! Gross!
Yep, it was that bad. But now let's talk about The Secret Life of Pets, shall we? The Secret Life of Pets is the latest movie from the studio that brought us Despicable Me and the Minions. And the movie presents the viewer a world in which our beloved pets have their own secret life. Yeah, because after their masters go about their business, go about their day, these pets actually have their own social life where they interact all with one another. And the movie focuses on a dog called Max, who's obsessed with his owner. However, one day she brings back a new dog who is supposed to be his new brother called Duke. These two don't really get along at first, and then due to a set of circumstances, they get lost, they get captured, and they embark on an adventure which may or may not turn them to friends. Now, going into this movie, I was a little bit skeptical, to be honest, because movies like Minions or even Despicable Me never really did it for me. Yeah, I'm a fan of animated movies, but only if they're great. And I think Disney or Pixar, they do a phenomenal job because generally speaking, they create movies that speak to everyone, to kids and adults alike, so everyone can have a great time. And my fears were justified because this movie is uniquely made for kids. But let's address the positives first. First up, I love the intro of this movie. I love the fact that we see those mannerisms that, especially if you're a pet owner, that you're like, holy shit, yeah, my dog tends to do that. Holy shit, my cat, yeah, she is kind of an asshole. And that kind of stuff, you know, makes you go like, okay, they did their job. However, these animal jokes lose their touch very quickly. So I was like, okay, let's focus on these two characters. Let's focus on their journey and their relationship with one another. Because essentially, this could be another Toy Story. I mean, just think of it. You have Alpha Dog and a new dog's in town. They don't like each other. They're both sort of full of themselves. And then they have to work together. However, this movie never reaches this certain depth. It just doesn't. The characters aren't as deep. The story isn't as deep. And there isn't a particular message in this movie other than just, you know, try to get along, which is a bummer. However, coolest character in the entire movie, the bunny, voiced by Kevin Hart. I don't know. There's just something about adorable villains that makes me chuckle. And yeah, he was awesome. He had a bunch of funny lines. But other than that, this movie was pretty disappointing to me, especially since the animation was stunning, and especially since there were a couple situations where I was like, okay, this could really go someplace. Like, there was potential for a little bit of grit, a little bit of emotions, and something that would speak to adults and kids alike. For example, and spoiler alert, but do you really care? Do you really care about spoilers for The Secret Life of Pets? I mean, you don't. You don't. But spoiler alert, someone dies. Okay, someone dies in the movie. And this could have been an emotional scene. And this could have made for great character development and growth. And yeah, they just moved on. The same goes for another very dramatic scene. Something happens near the end. It's very dramatic. But they just use this as another punchline. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And I know this is made for kids. I know that 5-year-olds would have a blast. However, my nephew, who's like 9, I think that even he would prefer Finding Dory, which by the way is awesome. And yeah, for some odd reasons, I'm still not allowed to talk about it. I did get the chance to see it. I will review it in a couple of weeks because there's this weird embargo here in Europe, but I will review it eventually. I'm trying to be objective here because this movie was clearly made for kids. It targets a very specific audience, and that audience did have a blast. How do I know that? Because I watched this movie with a crowd of kids. They were cheering, they were laughing, and they had a blast, which is why The Secret Life of Pets gets the bronze medal. It is a good flick for the targeted audience, and it is good for what it tried to do. But if you want to compare it to a Pixar movie, or let's say Zootopia, no, it doesn't even come close, and adults may even be slightly annoyed by it. However, I don't think it is as bad as Minions. So, The Secret Life of Pets, have you seen it? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.